Welcome back to the Bleach podcast. We're back for chapter 654, Dead Man Standing. I'm Zill.
So,
Really, Cuban? Really? Seriously?
I think if you're just trying to troll at this point,
It's just annoying me. It's just, no, I'm not gonna talk. It's like literally, Right, son. Freaky son. Son, I haven't exploded up yet. Cuban
that's
Evie.
apparently all I am at this point.
Well,
That's
it
all
is
that's
whatever.
happening.
It's nobody does annoy me. I deride you, so it's gonna happen, right? Yeah.
Cuban Evie Lord.
Literally, the last half hour I've said this guy doesn't talk, and he still won't talk. God, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
curious, when did we learn that you were a Cuban? Like,
I have no idea.
because, like, Sonny, like, decided to pounce on that.
Weren't we talking about how Chad was Mexican at one point, and that's how it happened? That someone was asking about Mexican accent and Spanish accents.
I don't know. Anyway, so this week was a pretty hype chapter, so, I guess we'll go into the round table again.
No, I'll go ahead because
Oh.
I want to get over it.
Alright.
Someone's tired.
What was it? Oh, how did it even start? Which was funny because I actually read it while I was at work, so I was like reading it off my phone with like 14% battery.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That must have been like a rush job, like trying to. You probably didn't take it all. It was like click, 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 click. Thanks. What's happening?
Well, I saw enough to like know what was going on. So it's just, I mean, it actually wasn't a problem. I wasn't really rushing. It was more like, okay, I don't want to, lose all the power of my phone. Essentially, there was parts that I absolutely liked, and there's things that I just absolutely hate about this particular chapter. When you start out, you see once again, Nana O has finally done what she needs to do as far as just fighting Lie and defeating him, and then Shinsui's like, okay, well, you did it type situation, and she damn near freaking passes out almost because she's just like, oh my god. And
I was useful.
Yeah, and Shinsuи like damn near collapsed because he was like, yeah, apparently that's my body's way of telling me to rest.
Yeah,
So,
I didn't get blasted through the chest or nothing.
So there that goes on, and then of course, what's left of Lie pretty much showers down on to the Soul Society or Cerate, getting either stuck in the shield or freaking breaking it, even catching the notice of Eisen for his little brief cameo. He's like, what the hell's going on? And then we have, some random, Go 13 members. Then the one guy ends up dead, and you find out, oh yeah, for whatever reason, Lie is freaking still alive. Now, I don't even know how to even really formulate this into words and stuff like that. But I really just do not at this point understand what the fuck Kubo was doing. I really just don't. Like, he already has, systematically, I guess, and you can blame fans or whatever have you, but like he has already systematically kind of like either pissed off or alienated a lot of people with some of the things that he's done in this arc. And then you have this shit. I really just don't understand what he's trying to do with this character. He was, it's bad enough where you have to deal with box overpoweredness, but this is just totally unnecessary. And then on top of that, I get the same feeling that we're going to have to deal the same shit with Gerard with the miracle bullshit. But on top of that, what makes it even worse is you're probably gonna have to deal with the same thing with Hashwolf and especially Bach himself. And at what point do you just stop and say, okay, this is too much? Because last time I checked, Ichigo is still just swinging around a sword saying it's a Tensho. Like, exactly how in the hell is he supposed to daggone fight any daggone body unless his Bankai is specifically made to daggone counter whatever Bach does? Because that's the only thing I can think of at this point even making any sense, because this is just all over the place. So the fact that even after the very unique usage of the long lost royal relic slash specially unique daggone Zanpakuto that belongs to Nanao's family is used somehow. This motherfucker, I mean, to the point where it's not so powerful. I just killed you with this new great power. It's more of like, I just killed you with your own damn power type situation, and he's still fucking alive. So that was like probably like the dumbest thing the dumbest move I ever saw made in probably this chapter and for a while, but yet still not surprising because this is just another part of how badly A was really created. But there is a shining light at the end.
Shining light. Oh my god.
If you want to call it that.
Yes, we do. It's awesome.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, Izura Kira is still alive and
Yay.
kicking, and he's about that life. Like, who the hell are you? A dead man. And I'm, fucking you up in every way possible. Like, what? Like, the silhouette that he gives off right now is just, like, crazy disturbing.
That's some zombie shit right there.
The crazy thing about it is, like, he seems like a patchwork of something created by Miyori.
Yeah.
What's not understood is why didn't Captain Unohana have anything to do with it? Why is it that Miyori did not fix him like he fixed, this person, that person, the other thing? Like, they had no problem restoring Soifong to what she was as far as when she lost her arm. This kind of doesn't really make any sense. I don't know whether Miyori was just like, oh, I don't have time to daggone be handling this, or whether or not he was just like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Like, it's really just really, I don't know. It's really just like an odd way of like handling the situation. But beyond that, he's back in action, and that is probably like the highlight of the message here. Then we also are getting like a look at what happens between little fight between what was the name, Gerard, and all the other part of the team that Chunsui and Nanao were with. And unsurprisingly for me, Gerard in his current state is obviously not able to, be an actual what's the word? Threat to these people, whatever. He gets his ass handed to him by a little Shikai team up between Renji and Byakuya, and Renji just straight tells him out like, you underestimate us. You think the likes of you can defeat a captain and his lieutenant, and of course, totally owned, and Gerard is just like, oh well, yeah, I guess, yeah, you're right. I guess that would be a miracle with a smirk. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, here goes round 2 of the worst character ever created. They're going like, I was like, couldn't wait fast enough for they're going Lie to be defeated. The only thing that we get out of it is, oh well, at least apparently he's like depowered or whatever. to the point that he's not that powerful. So he's just gonna get freaking destroyed at this point. But I don't even know what to include about what is currently going on with him. What really was interesting was the fact that Lie is sitting here blaming his fall from grace, if you will, on Shunsui, and I'm like, he didn't even do anything. Like, oh, I'm gonna make you pay. Oh, I'll get my vengeance by destroying Sarah. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, it was just really ridiculous. So, yes, that's my issue with the chapter.
Don't leave because I want to get your opinions on some other stuff that happened this week, by the way, on other things. So just don't leave. Don't leave. Telling you now. But yeah, okay, Futures, do you want to go in next then? You're kind of 5-ish minutes. Or 10
Okay.
if you want to take 10, or, I wouldn't even mind if you wanted to talk a lot for once, yeah.
Okay.
Better.
All right. First of all, I probably share everyone else's initial annoyance that Senor Lie is somehow still alive. But some of that was alleviated just by the fact of how freaking ridiculous he looks now. Honestly, I don't know how we somehow progressed from, I don't know, sniper to angel to chicken to now lawn ornaments. I have no idea how it got to this point. And honestly, I think Kubo is completely aware now of how freaking stupid and ridiculous Lie is, and now he's just going full out ridiculous. Like, he's fully aware at this point. That's what I think. He's aware of how stupid this character really is. So, oh boy, sillies.
Yeah, it's okay. Just carry on. He'll be fine. He'll come back. He's probably up in something. Carry on. Keep going.
Yeah, anyways, yeah, I think Kubo's fully aware of how ridiculous Lie is. And of course, and I think that first, that first Shinigami he kills, like headshots, I'm thinking, oh, is this our reminder that, hey, this was the sniper at one point? I'm just thinking,
Uh,
just get more of this guy's crap. And then, as Sal eloquently put it, and we get the shining light at the end of all this.
yeah. He's back. You're fine. Shining light.
A couple of things on that. First of all, that first shot of him with the moon shining through his body was unbelievably badass. Loved that. Another thing is, does his Zanpakuto look bigger to anyone else?
Yeah.
I've been wondering.
Yeah, it seemed like it was a lot bigger than it really was, and I'm like, why does it look like that?
Like, it looks wider for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, the part that curves looks longer than it was.
Yeah, the hook, yeah, definitely does.
Yeah. And then this brings up something that a lot of people have been talking about this week, and I just want to get out of the way right now. No, this does not prove that 13 Blades is canon.
It proves that an aspect of it was.
Wait. I would, to not step on Future's thing, but I would like to address that in some way or form. There is a very basic way that this site works when it comes to canon. If Kubo wrote it, then that's what it is. The problem here is when you have people think everything has to, everything follows to one kind of a natural progression, and that's not necessarily true. Kubo is the one who drew the character designs for the Zanpakutos for the Zanpakuto arc. Does that make the Zanpakuto arc a canon? No, it makes it filler. Why? Because the content was not written by him. The designs were just created by him. It still maintains the basic points of a filler arc, and because of that, it does not follow what happens in the actual story. There is no continuity with the chronology or anything like that, so therefore it cannot actually be a canon like the manga is. There's just really just nowhere for it to fit, nor does it make much sense in a lot of other areas. That's just how canon, how filler arcs work. Things happen in the storyline within the filler arc, and then by the end, they pretty much negate themselves entirely for what's going on in the actual story. In this particular instance, 13 Blades has designs once again drawn by Kubo, especially in the novel that is written by Narita. What difference does it make here? It makes a simple difference. First of all, Kira was drawn in a sketch, and he was drawn in a panel featured outside of the content written by Narita. So there was always a possibility that Kira, what happened to Kira and what 13 Blades said happened to Kira, stuff like that happened to Kira, and it was shown. Then people want to bring up this whole thing about Shaz. The problem
Oh.
with the content for Shaz was, yes, Shaz already existed as content in the manga because we saw him in the manga. Nobody's disputing that. Shaz was also written as a sketch by Kubo. Nobody's debating that. Why? Because he's in the manga. And guess what? He looks the same in this sketch that he did in the manga. So that is nothing new either. The only thing new out of that was how Kira looked after the fact, because we hadn't seen Kira look any different after that. So Kira appearing as he did in 13 Blades, that is amazing, and there you have it. Whether or not what happened in 13 Blades happened, not canon unless Kubo has written somewhere, write somewhere in the manga, Kira, or saying that he fought Shaz, and that's what happened to him, or Kira fighting Shaz in this current manga arc, then that would be canon. But guess what? If it happens differently than what happened in 13 Blades, then 13 Blades doesn't make any difference any more than the last thing the reader wrote. The fact of the matter is, the only thing that is consistent about this is that Kubo cares only for the stuff that he himself has created. And that is designs, whether it be the Zanpakuto spirits or Kira. That's the only thing that we know for a fact, is that he cares about what he has created. And that we've seen that. There's no question about that. Anything else is supposition and maybe. Well, that's all I have to say with that.
Right. Well, to add on to that point, another thing that kind of disproves the whole 13 Blades is canon thing is that the way Kira talks in this, he makes it sound like he just woke up from whatever was done to him. So, unless he went around in 13 Blades talking about fighting a whole flock of really pompous birds, then no, that doesn't make it canon. But
Yeah.
I think people are still trying to grasp at whatever straws they can to make sure that they get as much of their favorite asshat Shaz as they can.
Yeah, the guy that appeared in like a panel.
Hi, I'm Shaz.
Wife.
God, I wonder how developed that character is. Do you know, I'm obsessed with that character that died right away.
I'll tell you about how developed he is. He's about as developed as Jerome and Lloyd and Bernice.
Yeah, do you know who's more developed than him? Do you remember the little guy who basically was sent in to talk to Orihime? Well, actually, a few of the guys sent in to talk to Orihime and Uru, and then Mayuri blew them up. No. I'm talking about the Soul Society arc, and Mayuri blew them up. He had more panels than Shaz, and yet you never hear about him, blah blah blah. It's just Shaz. I wonder what poor Shaz has. Blah, blah,
You may as well accept that Bleach fans are fucking weird. Like, even back in Soul Society, they're getting on Isagi's dick when they knew nothing about him.
Really?
Even Kubo was like, "Why the hell do you care about this guy? I've shown nothing about him aside that he has a face and a Zanpakuto."
Ah, come on, it's because of all the whole cringer hipster look. Like, oh my god, he looks so interesting with those tats.
And interestingly enough, after the fact, nobody even has talked about what happened to Sagi.
Yeah, he got wrecked. End of story.
He got wrecked. End of story. Would it be okay if I paused it a second and turned it back on and we'll go back to what we were saying there? Hold on a second, because I'm quite worried here. Because There we go. So back on the topic of Hisagi, I don't remember that. Were you a fan of Bleach back then? I wasn't aware of that.
I was not, but I've read elsewhere.
Is this old forums then? You've read old forums? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. When Soul Saga was going on, that was 2005-ish. I was 8.
I know. I was going to say that's
I had Shonen Jump when I was like 10.
God.
I'd say.
That makes me sick. Actually, how old
Good.
I am.
Feel
So
old.
I don't want to be
Feel
old.
age.
Ugh. Yeah, but I don't particularly remember people going on about it. Although, maybe. Do you remember when the fake Karakura Town arc? Everyone was like, finally, Kajashini. We finally got Kajashini. I remember that, but I don't really remember. Well, suppose people just pick weird characters, but Shaz wasn't even that remotely interesting. You got at
Well,
least
to
a
you.
little bit of Hisagi. You seen
To
him
you.
walking around.
It's all subjective, really.
But okay, right. Hisagi walks around with his captain in many chapters and fights against Kenpachi in his Kenpachi's kind of third, fifth seat, and it's like, yeah, fine, okay. There's a little bit interest in her. Shaz
He
basically
gets
goes, "Hi,
wrecked
I'm
off.
Shaz. I'm dead."
Hey, so Hisagi got wrecked off screen by Yumi Chika, and Shaz got wrecked off screen by Ichigo.
Yeah, but he still did stuff more than Shaz. Shaz got wrecked
Well,
immediately.
Son, you can't really say like, oh, he's not interesting. That's your stance on it. Some people find him interesting because
No, I
they
didn't
don't
say he's
know
not
nothing about him.
interesting. I said I don't understand how people find him interesting. I'm not saying you can't find him interesting. I
You
don't get
understand
it.
nothing, Jon Snow.
Jon Snow. It's not snowing here. It never snows here. It's raining though. It's always raining, and it's exploding.
It's California.
Wait a
here.
minute, who's not interesting?
No, I'm saying we were talking about Shat. The complete because we were
Wait.
backtracking.
That's first of all, that is not subjective. Shaz is not interesting. He didn't do anything. There's nothing to be interested about. There really just isn't.
Sal, if he wasn't interesting, people have said they find him interesting, so it is subjective.
Yeah, people are fucking retarded. There's nothing interesting about him. There's nothing interesting. We got no personality. There's nothing. There's literally nothing.
We got
What are
a
you
smile
interested
and a kill.
Also, leopard print stuff is way out of style, so there's not that either.
Dude, the whole one is 70 years out of style.
Yeah, sure. If I look at the sure.
And hell, if 13 Blades is to be believed, he's not even real.
I know.
Interesting. So he's interesting because he was talking.
There you go. Sal, I'm not trying to say people are smart. I'm saying that the Bleach fanbase sucks. And
Maybe Hisagi was interesting more because the Gotai 13 is completely out of style, like what it's like feudal era out of style kind of thing, and then you have Hisagi who's walking around with like what appeared at the time to be tattoos everywhere. Obviously, some of them are explosive armbands. But yes, I guess that made him interesting.
If you want to go off the whole talking thing, then the Shinigami who died in this chapter were pretty damn interesting too.
I know. Oh my god! I wonder what their Shikai was future. They must have been awesome.
The guy,
I wonder if they had Bankai too.
The porn snatch guy who sunk into Hashwolf about tailing Uryu was super interesting. I think he was better than Yamamoto and Ichibei combined, honestly.
You know what we should do? No, you know what we should do? We should do one of those top 10 list thingies. The top 10 one-off characters that were more interesting than Shaz.
Wow.
Do it.
Okay. Number 1, the guy that Mayuri exploded in order to get Uryu. No, Orihime. I'm thinking Orihime. Because he at least was like, oh, I joined up to the Gotai 13.
A little kid that got reincarnated also as a bird.
Number 2, the Arankar that Yami killed to test his arm.
You
know what I'm gonna do? I'm still gonna make a list now.
Number 10, Yami's dog.
Got more FaceTime than Shaz.
Yeah, I'll post it to the subreddit, see how mad they get.
I'm so legit gonna make a list this week. We're gonna.
Oh, you should put it on your fanfiction wiki, and I will post it. Not fanfiction wiki. Put it on your fanfiction page, and I will post it on the Facebook page.
Well, we could just do like a podcast special about it, like next week
or something. Yeah, I suppose we could.
Freaking Oscar Joaquin de la Rosa. Important in Shaz.
Oh.
Or Hime's aunt that takes care of her that we've never seen.
the Tenkenbachi, Jesse Jackson.
Oh, it's brilliant. It's awesome. Although on the topic of
It was the last member of Execution, Mo.
This is a one-off character.
Exactly.
we got a bit of development on him. He was a bit boring. He's just like, oh, please don't die. I love you. Yeah, sorry. I don't know why I do kissy noises when people don't want people to die.
Yeah, what?
I don't know. It's kind of like.
Are you implying he was gay for Tsukishima? Because if so, you were too.
I was too. Why was I
Yeah.
gay for him? Why am I gay for him? I'm a girl.
Well, he looks like a girl. That's why.
He's a girl? She's a girl? What?
Yeah, damn well looks like a girl.
The kid with the Bount kid with the doll that looked like a praying mantis.
Do you know what? The dead girl in the very first chapter. I wonder what her powers are. I wonder what happened.
her powers are getting her head bitten off.
Or that one Shinigami that one 8th division Shinigami that had the braids, whose power was literally just flapping around his sword.
His power's yelling.
Was yelling and chatting.
Oh my god, I got to beat you!
In one hit.
Wait. I know. The guy who appeared in that chapter about Nemu's past, where he's like, oh, Mayuri used that to fix my brain. For one panel.
Alright.
Literally less screen time than Shaz.
Yeah, like literally Kuna is a lot more interesting, and we spent fucking 10 years without a name on this article. It was unnamed female researcher for years. She had more development than friggin' Shaz.
What was it? The female Rancor from that one filler arc.
Oh
god. Michelle as well, isn't that the other one, the French one? Kinda?
Yeah, the leader of the giant hollow fortress.
Who's allergic to lesbians.
Yeah.
That one Rancor that fought Harebell that looked like a shark or whatever.
Hammerhead.
The whole concept behind the Characterizer arc, which is basically just a rip-off of pretty much any Power Rangers or Masked Rider that.
It's Super Sentai. That's not necessarily exclusive to Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Whatever. The point is, it was somebody else's shit.
Okay. Anyway,
it just boggles me, like this whole question, like whenever there's other characters that you could be asking about, like where the fuck is Mashiro or where's this? I wonder what they're doing. No, I want Shaz. And now it's just I just love that week whenever 13 Blades did come out, because everyone fucked up about his powers. Nobody mentioned them again, but it became, oh, we should mention him as this. We should put him down as that. We should. But yeah, okay, yeah, sorry. So we should probably discuss the actual chapter. And Sal's actually doing some editing. But yeah, okay, right.
Because at this point I'll run out of one-off characters to put in that list.
You'll never run off characters in Bleach. There are millions and billions.
And no, sure, what do you call them? Like Yama Bro and all them guys. More development than Jazz.
Yama Bro. My waifu.
My wife. He's your favorite character.
Yama Bro is best character.
Yeah. Yama Bro is best husbando.
Yeah. I know, it's like, wait.
Don't forget Yokira's nascent personality. It developed in Chaz. And he had like one panel where he realized what a heart is.
Yeah, and one panel where he showed emotion on his face. Like,
I love it. He goes, well, I break up your head and find it there. It's like, how fucking stupid are you?
I don't understand. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm being serious.
I'm a fucking stupid bastard. Well, I find your heart in your brain. Duh.
Ikaku's non-existent hair
is
more interesting than shit.
Aizen's glasses.
Aizen's chair. Aizen's chairs.
Fox horse. That's some real power right there.
He's a
All the unnamed,
stallion.
all the unnamed Toju.
Oh yeah, those were the best, just the best.
I know, what was it, Kirikaze or something at the end? It was like, yeah, he's even more better. Woo!
That
The
one female attendant that was in Hashwall's room that one time.
Oh, do you know who else? That guy that, Bambietta seduced and then killed.
Hey, okay. That
He
female
had
attendant, a female attendant is important because it's proof that Hashwolf is actually getting some. There's no fucking way his dialogue means anything other than go back to bed. I'll fuck you gently to awake in the morning. All right.
And you,
I'm just
and you,
saying.
and this is the guy
The-
that said
The
Tsukishima
worst
looked like a
creation
girl.
never seen in the movie, Dark Rukia.
Dog. More like Dank Rukia.
Yummy Rukia. Oh god.
Anywho's, we should probably move on at this point.
Sorry, we've.
And last but not least, Arturo Planito from Shattered Blade.
Oh, wait. The original, oh fuck, what was his name?
Oh,
The the bad guy from the Ray Guy arc, the one in a coma.
Yushima,
yeah.
Yushima.
The
Yeah.
most active coma patient ever.
Yep, pretty much.
Oh.
And what's his face from the Bound arc, Ugaki, the guy with the fortune cards.
Oh well, no. The twins were even less developed than him. The twins, Ho and
Don't
Ban.
forget Saigen Suzanami, the 5th Division captain who nobody remembers.
And the third division from the Amagai arc, the traitor guy,
Kibune.
Kabune. Oh, and
The
and
third seat of the 5th Division that Gene killed as a kid.
yeah.
He didn't even have a panel being alive.
All the Shinigami that died to Aizen's experiments.
Yeah.
And the Shinigami that White Sero nuked. That was a great character.
Who was it?
The one that White erased with a Sero in the
Oh, White, the character White. Got you. Sorry, I thought you were talking about White Ceros, and I was like, is there White Ceros? I didn't know there was White Ceros.
No,
I
but
got very confused.
Sero nuke.
Hell, White had more development than.
White was
like a
fucking
freaking mindless
awesome.
monster.
Don't even try tonight. He was awesome. He kicked Ishin's ass all over the place.
But he had more personality than Shaz, and he was a mindless monster.
Yeah.
He didn't talk.
And don't forget everybody's favorite monster, Aeon.
Oh, Ion. My-
Whatever. Point is,
My
we're
favorite.
developed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he kicked Koji's sorry ass.
Until
I'll
he
give him
kicked
that.
his ass.
Well,
So he
no,
got
until it quit cheating and was like slavery. You
Oh,
know.
I was so annoyed.
Absorption.
I actually would have liked that if he had won that battle, but no. No. Ah. But yeah, no, it's
So
kind of like.
Ishida.
God,
And
please.
no. So can Ishida and Mrs. Ishida.
We're really gonna go on with this.
Yeah,
Wow,
Urihu's mom
it's-
has had so much development. Like it's just basically her following him around and going, oh, and then eventually they fell in love. Bless her.
That's how that happens.
Stalk the guy you're in love with. Eventually he will marry you and have kids, and then you will die.
Right.
But yeah,
Anyway.
okay, I'll talk about the chapter now. Okay, well, obviously, as soon as I turned as soon as I even seen the title page, because, right, okay, well, exciting, that, yeah, there's Nanaho all shaky, like, oh my god, I won the battle, oh, fuck, class, Naho, so happy that she actually did something. And then Kuroko, I do think it's legendary that he's like, yeah, let's get back to the others, and then it's like, fall down, oh yeah, that's right, I have a hole in my chest, and I'm very injured, my body's telling me to rest. No shit, sit down. And then as soon as I seen the title, it was basically, and Silly has died, by the way, so if you don't hear him for a while, he has died again. But, and then basically it went to the title chapter and it was Dead Man Standing, and I just went, fuck! before I even got into the chapter, I was just, no, fuck you, fuck you. And then and then obviously you're sitting there and there's Leah. He's like, I did like that he's technically defeated in terms of high level Shinigami. He can't he's worth a piece of shit for them, but obviously he's still clearly able to fight the fodder. So it was kind of ugh, just wish he was dead. But then it was like awesome moment of yeah, I've been asleep. What the fuck is going on here? I'll just give, and he just did it. So I missed Izuru. I actually like his character. Like he's one of them. I used to think he was very bland, but actually I kind of like him. He's dry. He's that guy.
Spicy.
Yeah, he's that guy in the room that's kind of like he'll just comment on it regardless of like if who it annoys or whatever. It's like, yeah, this is like what the fuck, what's going on? Like, do you really think this is like he's that guy in the room that'll just comment regardless, of who he offends, and it's just, I just like him, and it was so nice to actually see him back, and it was just such an easy room moment. It's like, who are you? And dead man, this is who I am. So it was kind of nice, and it was like I got so excited. I admit, I was in agony, and I was half like curled over to even trying to edit. I was like, I must edit Azura's article before everyone else does because I wanted to, because I did. I missed him. And seriously, can I just say a big, massive ha 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 to everyone over the last 2, 3 years? How long was it since Izuru got injured?
It wasn't that
I
long,
think
I don't
about
think.
It was about 2, 3 years ago.
Really? Uh,
Yeah, I mean,
how
think
long
of
have we? Time flies so
Yamamoto.
fast when you're
Yamamoto.
bored out of your mind.
No, that isn't that usually time drags when you're bored out of your mind. But
But
Yamamoto
I'm just
died.
like,
Yamamoto. There's still you're great at time. It's been about almost 3 years since Izuru was injured, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I thought so because it was early 500s when Yamamoto died, so and he got injured beforehand. So it was just, can I just say, for the last 2, 3 years, ha 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 to everyone that kept adding that he was deceased in his article. Can I just say, suck my hurry left on you sticks. So ha. But yeah,
wait, wait,
awesome.
wait. That seems like another conversation.
Son, son has
Why?
two.
Why do you have?
Excuse me, there's hairs on all of our bodies. Okay, I just like to say hurry just to kind of peep, because every time I say it, because over here it basically means whenever you say suck my left one, people go it means just away and fucking get out of my face or something like that. But see, whenever I say it, because I actually have quite a chest on me, it's just like, I'm like, oh, that doesn't work anymore. So I'll just say, suck my hurry left one. And it kind of puts him off a little bit. But yeah, so fuck you all. Izuru's back and he's awesome and it was a great scene. And I just say, he got a big one. I mean, the sword, because it was
Oh,
just.
Well,
didn't know where
that,
you were
that
going with that.
there goes my head can that has like a 36-inch penis.
Oh, what? I love that. It
It's
actually.
got it's curved
sword.
at a 90-degree angle.
Yeah. Girls love it. Girls love having it come out their ass for some reason.
Oh God, it's like, yeah, I could scratch your G spot, but I could poke a hole
Wow.
through it. But I was saying, it just actually reminded me because in the dub of when Renji and Ichigo first meet, he's like, "What's with that ridiculous sword?" And Ichigo replies, "You saying I got a big one, are you?" And it's like, it just reminded me of that word. I love the English dub. I'm sorry. Sorry guys, I know it's Japanese. I love the English dub. They done it so well. Like they really did, like incorporate like English stuff into, because usually when they try and overdo it, it becomes stupid. But they incorporated the Japanese stuff just well balanced. I thought, kind of mixture.
Bleach, Hellsing Ultimate, and Dragon Ball are the only ones are the only anime I can really watch in English. The other ones I really can't stand the dubs for. So
Yeah, what? Sorry, One
that's
Piece is
something.
melting my brain. I love Fairy Tail dub. I love it. I absolutely love it. Can't watch it sub either. Yeah, but but yeah. So, so great. It's like 2, 3 years of removing that. I know, like generally, if he had been revealed as dead, I wouldn't give a shit anyway. In terms of okay, let's put it in the article. He's dead, right? Whatever. But in terms of just because they have just been so persistent in like how long that we keep having to put Izuru unprotected, and I was like, just stop it already. And it's like, but look, he's clearly dead. Yeah, he's dead so much that he's now killing Lie. Yeah, yeah, on that one. But yeah,
But son, he
Either
says he's a
that
dead man.
or we get the opposite, like, oh, so and so's still alive because nobody said anything about it. Like, okay, well, 18 chapters later, like,
Yeah,
what the fuck am I supposed to do with that?
son. But he says that he's a dead man, so obviously that means he's actually dead.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
actually dead. He totally is auditioning for a part in The Walking Dead. I don't care what anyone says. He looks, but he's saying that it looks just badass the way he done it. It's like, he doesn't even like. There's Shunsui up like in the Soul Palace, hole through his chest. Okay, grievous injury, I agree. But he's like, oh, I need to rest. And like Caesar kind of been held together by pieces of string, just going. And he's holding the sword. Correct me if I'm wrong. On the side that's injured, right? So.
Yes.
So he's just fucking badass. I'm sorry, I got so excited this arc. I was like, yeah, not this arc, sorry, this chapter. I was like, yes, 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 yes. But yeah, and actually, even though I love watching Byakuya fight, I'm like, please, Byakuya, can you pause and just let us go to Izuru a second? Because seriously, I'm just ready, waiting for the puns. Although I will enjoy Byakuya's kind of, replies to Jared whenever he gets on this. So it's gonna be awesome. Like whenever he says, "Oh, it's a miracle," Bianca's just gonna he's gonna be awesome. But still, Izuru, I just wanted to see him fight a wee bit more because it was nice. I just would have wanted to see him just kill the A outright, But yeah, so it was a good chapter overall. I am looking forward to Byakuya fighting. Renji, not so much. I kind of got a bit bored of him. I'm always bored of Renji though. He's just the general, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you kind of guy. Not a fan of that, as you all know, since I always get annoyed with Saraki. But yeah, loved the chapter. I thought it was hilarious, and yay! Sorry. Yeah, yeah. So it was just a mixed bag of emotions because it was like as soon as I seen Dead Man walking, I just wanted to punch something, and I was like, take a deep breath because the closest thing to you is your laptop. If you punch your laptop, you'll kill yourself. Mm, mm. So it's like, and then it was like, oh no, it's not him, it's Izu. So it was kind of nice. So yeah, yeah, okay, that is me finished. I'm sorry. Have I killed you all?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Can we please not? Okay, in your 5 minutes still, can we not talk about my left one?
Why would I talk about your left one?
That's okay because just please don't bring it.
Your left one is of no interest to me.
That's okay. We know you're a romantic or whatever.
Hey, whatever.
I don't know.
Anyway,
There's so many different terms these days.
aside from me being extremely pissed off by the chapter coming out at like 4, because that was when the internet in my neighborhood was at its slowest, because everyone was on that instead of at 10 or 11, which means I had to read the chapter extremely slowly on manga stream where all
Can
the
I ask you
it
before I
slowed
forget?
forever. What?
On that, does your internet have a usage policy, a speed usage policy, or is it wireless and slow?
It's wireless.
Have you tried changing your channel to something that's not a default channel?
I don't know what you're talking about. It's not,
Everyone, well, I'll say an example just to kind of, because I will forget. Over here, we all share the same wireless network, regardless of the routers. And the best way to counteract that is to change the channel from that's not a default channel. Like, say our default channels are 1, 6, and 11. Every customer I get them off those, and it bumps up their speed. Something shocking. So if
I
it's a wireless issue, try change your channel if you can. Carry on. Next, go.
Anyway, so it took forever to read, but it was worth it because I like the beginning bit with Shunsui and now the aftermath and Shunsui be like, oh man, I'm missing a few parts of my body, but I just gotta sit down. I'll be fine. I'll sleep it off. Um, I like Nanao kind of collapsing after that because it was clear that she was still kind of shaken by what was going on.
Oh yeah.
Then seriously, oh god, the one panel cameo of Aizen was hilarious.
Oh, I forgot to say about him. Damn.
If only because it proves he wasn't forgotten about him. I mean, ish. I mean, he's still there. I'm not sure what he's gonna do, but he's there. And Leah's still alive. I didn't see that coming, but I probably should have. Um, and in his most ridiculous form, yeah, because while all his previous stuff was intimidating, if a little silly, this is a flamingo. It's a fucking flamingo.
Well, his face
And
still
I,
looks like an owl. His face still looks like an owl.
and I think that even he realized how stupid he looks, because he's like, oh man, I'm a sinner now. I'm so disgraceful, and that's why I'm going to destroy the Seirete to get revenge on Captain Commander. And he clones himself because, sure.
Everyone seems to want to clone themselves in this arc. So yeah.
Yes, but not really a point me bullet onto this, but Izu's back in possibly the most badass entrance I've seen in a long, long time from anything I've read. With the fucking moon showing through the hole in his chest and him being like, it's like, who are you? I'm a dead man, and it's like, ah! and the fact that he is nonchalantly challenges this guy who's shown up. I mean, Leo himself, to go back a bit, he says that he's lost his godly power, which is why I assume means his OP and vulnerability, and
all the crap that comes with it.
Yeah, and I also, one thing I liked about that was that we finally have another name, another German word, Heiligenschleim or something.
Sorry.
For the don't diss the German language. I'll fuck you up. But
So that's
for the Halo, I think more questions in my blog, which this is similar to back in the beginning of the arc when Ichigo was fighting Quilji and he destroyed the Halo on his head to prevent him from using Sclevere. And it would seem that like the Halo is important beyond aesthetic purposes, which is cool. I'm just gonna leave another more German words because I can always dig those. But so Izuru, in all his glory, just kind of cuts down more clones. He's like, well, I don't know how the hell I survived this the first time, and then he just challenges the rest because he's fucking Izuru. And then the last two pages are, it's surprisingly Gerard getting his ass kicked. I don't say surprisingly because I thought he was, super powerful and he wouldn't get hurt at all. But when you think about it, in this arc, we've never been really introduced to a Servitor in a fight like without the upper hand. Like the closest we got was Kenpachi killing those three guys, off screen. But like everyone else, it's like they're kicking ass and they get the tables turned. But Gerard's starting off getting his ass kicked, and rightly so, because it's Renji and Byakuya, the ultimate tag team duo.
Sorry. Sorry.
It'd be a relief among reliefs if I could talk without you interjecting with things that add nothing.
I'm excited.
To what I'm saying.
I know. I should have went last and kept
I
myself
don't
excited
care
going.
if there's a bomb threat in your neighborhood. You can shut up and listen, please.
Yeah. By the way, there's a bomb threat outside my front door, guys. Yeah. This is the life of.
Yeah, this is the life of Northern Ireland. White terrorism everywhere. Oh yeah.
This Christian hits this Christian. Woo!
The Middle East of the British Isles.
Ironically, in the west of the British Isles. So yeah.
Yeah, but so Renji's like, well, you really shouldn't expect anything else. You're taking on a captain and his vice captain, which is kind of a deadly duo. But Gerard's like, well, if you really believe it, well, that makes me a true miracle. And then every fucking rim shot in the world is silent at once because we all know it's coming. Next chapter. From what I can gauge from that one sentence, his ability is not merely making random shit happen because he wants to or whatever, but to make miracles happen, aka coming through at the last second to defeat impossible odds it was against.
Oh, you mean like the other guy before him?
You mean Leo?
Yeah, of course. Who else would I be talking
Well,
about?
I don't know. Leo was more like, I'm gonna defeat you with powers I'm gonna pull out of my ass every chapter. And
Oh,
it's
so-
not. It's not.
Yeah,
it's
he
not
was
the-
just, you just can't kill me.
So the miracle.
No, because the miracle seems to be, and at this point I can only speculate because we don't really know yet, but it seems to be, if there's an impossible situation or a situation where the odds are stacked against not Mask, Gerard will pull through, whereas the x-axis was anything and everything.
Yeah,
It was overwhelming power rather than, I'll survive.
yeah, it turned into I can shoot and kill you through anything, and then it turned from that to I can survive anything.
Yeah,
Just
but-
because.
But so far, I really do like Gerard as a character because he seems kind of fun. It's also why I like Mask, and I hope that the upcoming chapters won't make me hate him like I hate Leo now. Because I also liked Leo for being a cold sniper, but then everything changed when
Are you
Sentry
moving
decided
house?
to- No, I'm shifting my bed. But yeah, so I am
Carry on, sorry.
I'm half hoping against hope, and hope seems eternal, that Gerard will use something other than his
Muscles?
spirit weapon. I'm thinking maybe Quincy's techniques. He seems like the kind of guy who might use that. I don't know, but it would be cool. I figure Askin might too, because he's kind of weak other than his death healing thing.
Oh fuck, we
Eh.
still have asking. I forgot about that fucker. Oh my god, this is dragging. Yeah, okay, sorry.
And yeah.
Askin readily admitted though that he was brought into that group just because he
Well,
survived.
Do you know why?
It
Do you know why he was
doesn't
brought
have
in?
to be,
Because
like-
Shaz was in that group and he died.
Well, no. Well, Sal, it's not. I'm not saying he's gonna have like super high skills in Quincy stuff, because he's an elite, but he might have like some stuff. I don't know.
Well, he's bound to have some stuff, of course, yeah.
I'd find it hilarious if next chapter Gerard like started going full Quilgy and using all this Quincy stuff, and when everyone's like, why the hell are you doing? How the hell is he doing this? He's like, well, all these other fuckers never trains, but I did, and I never relied on my ship to get me through. I'd find that pretty funny, but
I'll just wait for him to take out Mjolnir, or Mjim, whatever you call it.
Yeah. And if anyone's gonna take him on, I feel like it might not be Renji and Byakuya, but maybe Shinji, if he can shut his mouth for once and not explain what he's doing. That would. So if Byakuya, if you could just use your Shikai to destroy his vocal cords, that'd be great.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Or he may restore him later.
Oh, come on. Oh, right. Oh, you actually mean Shinji's vocal cords. I thought we were talking about George, because he tends to talk a lot as well.
Yeah, no, well, no, he doesn't have, it's not really a need for that so far. He's not annoying like Leo, he's kind of boisterous, but who knows, that for all we know, he's gonna get annoying in the next chapters, so, yeah. At least he's not pretentious, he's just kind of a fun guy.
Welcome back, Master.
Fun murderer. What the fuck was that?
It's not hung up, and I can see.
Excuse me, what the fuck did you just say?
I'm joking.
And why?
I don't know. It's late at night, and he's the boss man, and he hung up again.
What?
It tells me now, because it keeps telling me that it's recording everyone. It tells me every time. I know immediately whenever I know immediately whenever your computer F's up, because it says recording finished and it has your name beside it. So and then it comes back up and stuff. So.
Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Also, on the topic of the 13 Blade story, I still don't think it is canon, and it probably isn't unless Kubo has like Izuru saying, "Oh, I fought Shaz and whatever," and then it's like, okay, I wouldn't mind. But I will say that even though Shaz is kind of a dick, I kind of like what the aspect of his power, just like regeneration, and how that defeated him by pulling him underground further and further. I thought that was pretty cool. But other than that, eh.
Sorry.
Oh, and one more thing. I hope that Izuru said "dead man" in English. That is all.
English. Oh, can I actually ask? Because Shiffy, I suppose, is probably a better person to ask about this sort of stuff. I guess he.
Right?
But did anyone get confused? See, he goes to Izuru at some point and says, who are you? He asks who he is. But
I was just
didn't.
reading that. I know what you're talking about.
But
I was
before,
like,
but
I went back and
beforehand,
read it, and I'm like, what the hell? Who the hell is he talking to? Because it seems like he knows who he's talking to.
yeah.
And then just the panel right after that, he's like asking who he is, and I'm like, okay, I'm confused.
Mhm.
I-
He's like, you died, you
He's dead,
died.
and then he's like, "Who are you?"
You're
Well,
dead.
well, there are a couple ways. Either one, Kubo fucked up in the dialogue, which is entirely possible.
Mhm.
Two, Leo saw him and thought to himself, well, this guy is missing half his chest. Why the fuck is he still standing up? And then that's why he said who you should be dead. And then when Izuru was insulting him, he was like, oh, who are you? Three, Leo knew who he was and was like, you should be dead. But when Izuru started saying all that stuff, Leo was like, is this really the Izuru that I heard about that Baz one-shotted way back when? I don't know, but whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That confused me. And also, I forgot to say something about Aizen. I did not. When I seen the rubble after Aizen's cameo, I panicked and thought the chair had died. I'm in love with that chair. I want the chair.
The Chair-sama.
Yeah, the chair Sama.
Chair-sama is destined to be saddened by Horse-sama.
The
The two shall fuse.
stallion
Chairs-
chair.
Chair Sama and Horse Sama still have more development than Shaz.
The horse is the best character in all of Bleach, except no substitutes. He's more powerful than Bach.
No, I love the chair. The chair's better. Followed
No.
by Aizen's glasses.
Excuse me, who was standing up with no effort when Bach was pushing everyone on the ground with his Reiatsu in back in chapter 632, aside from Pretty Boy Hashwolf, the horse.
Yeah, whereas
The horse
everyone,
was
whereas
being-
Aizen destroys everything except the chair.
The horse was being sat on by what now amounts to the god of all creation, and it didn't give a fuck.
Oh, well, I don't think he's the god of all creation. He now amounts to it, but he didn't at the time. He was
Yeah.
kind of...
Even so, back then he was the Dark Messiah, and the horse didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, cool horse.
Meanwhile, the chair.
Oh, come on. Everyone is fleeing from Aizen because he's so
the-
destructive, even in the chair.
No, people are fleeing from the chair.
Mm-hmm.
The chair is what cast Kuro and Sugi way back when.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Definitely.
The chair is just talking through Aizen. Aizen's just a mind puppet at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
the chair.
the chair has a hand up Aizen's ass, and he's making his mouth move
Yeah, at the end of
like a
this,
puppet.
the main bad guy is gonna be the Shikon chair.
I believe so, but and Aizen's gonna make a riff off the Bel Air theme. It's gonna be great. No, there's a story all about how.
Aizen couldn't get out of the chair and he fucked up.
No, Aizen can never escape the chair. Chair's more powerful than him.
Yeah, and stuff. But yeah, if you enjoyed that episode, subscribe or whatever, and bye-bye, guys. No bye-byes. Okay, fantastic. Fantastic. Trying to get these guys to talk. Ciao, ciao, ciao.